Hi guys! Today is Friday, the 14th of March. I know what you're all thinking. I'd rather see Olivia myself instead of watching a guy like me. And this is Mobats TV.
These days, we're all being encouraged to think more about the effects our addiction to travelling has on climate change. It's more and more common to see newspapers warning you to watch your carbon footprint. Only recently, David Beckham was slapped with the shame of having maybe the biggest carbon footprint in history, contributing around 163 tonnes of carbon dioxide a year, compared to the average Joe's 9.4 tonnes. And I suppose it's with this in mind that the recently launched Buddha Bus, or Butterfly Bus, they can't seem to make up their mind what to call it, hopes that travellers will take advantage of their new express coach journey from London to China. The journey takes 16 days, and at an average of 800 kilometers a day, it doesn't really give you much time for rest and relaxation. I totally applaud the idea behind this kind of travel, but 16 days on a cramped, smelly coach just all seems a bit much. I did a 48-hour straight journey in a bus once, and it nearly killed me. What do you reckon, guys? Is 2 weeks of discomfort a small price to pay for saving the planet? Or is it just plain silly? Stop press! It's official! Bloggers are depressed, self-loathing individuals who use the internet as a personal platform for ranting. Tell me something I don't already know. According to a study in Australia, people who use MySpace and blogs were more likely to blame themselves for not having enough friends in both the real and the virtual world. It's the latest in a long line of studies that have all basically concluded that prolific internet users are sad, lonely, stressed and depressed people who are mad at the world. Pretty much like everyone else though, hey? Whistleblowing site WikiLeaks is back in the news again. And forget stuffy Swiss banks, this time they're dealing with the crazies who make up the infamous Church of Scientology. Someone has posted a grand total of 208 pages relating to the church's former Office of Special Affairs. Obviously, I didn't have the time to read the whole thing, but in a nutshell, it looks like some poor bloke was made to contract himself to the cult organization for a whopping 1 billion years. The church have yet to comment, but I give it, I don't know, a couple of days before it all kicks off and they try and taser the WikiLeaks guys with their special alien zapper guns. Going back to YouTube's latest developments, they've announced a deal with TiVo that will deliver millions of their videos directly to your TV screen. TiVo say that it wants to bridge the gap between online video and normal TV, bringing users even more content than before. TiVo is the original pioneer of video recorder technology and lets viewers time shift all their favourite programmes, ensuring that you never miss out on that all-important episode of Lost. You know, the one that might actually explain what the hell they're all doing on the island. Although, several people do have their own theories.
You know what? I got a theory about your show.
Yeah? What's that?
Yeah. You guys got no idea what's going on that island. I think you're right to sit around the room and one guy's like, "What's going on this island?" The other guy's like, "Don't look at me."
Proving that Japan is head and shoulders above the rest on the technology front, in the month of January, Japanese stores didn't take delivery of a single second-generation mobile telephone for the first time ever. Both Japan and South Korea lead the pack in 3G phones that offer high-speed internet access amongst other fun interactive features. And a massive 4.8 million third-generation phones were delivered to Japan in January. It's now apparently near impossible for a user to get a fresh subscription on a second-generation phone, and around 85% of Japanese users have 3G handsets. To put this into perspective, 3G phones account for about 50% of North American mobiles and only a tiny 10% of Western European mobiles. Actually, that sounds about right. My own mobile is embarrassingly archaic. I think we've got some catching up to do. In a real crossover between technology and war, mobile phone companies in Afghanistan have started to switch off their signals at night after 10 mobile phone masts were recently attacked by the Taliban. The mobile companies have been receiving threats saying that their networks were being used by Afghan and NATO troops to target the Taliban fighters. In 2 of the southern provinces of the country, the phone networks have stopped working between 5 p.m. and 7 a.m. This is all-round bad news for normal Afghan citizens, who rely heavily on mobiles as a form of communication, leaving them feeling even more insecure in an already tense situation. And one last thing. AOL have announced that they've gone and bought social networking site Bebo for a cool $850 million. Cash. This can only be good news for AOL. Bebo boasts 28 million US users and is one of the leading social networks in the UK. It'll bring a whole fresher, younger demographic to the somewhat older market that AOL has at the moment. Okay, Mobuzzers, that's it for this week. I hope it's nice and sunny where you are and you all have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday, guys.